Welcome back to another lecture of audits. So in this lecture we will explore the basic difference what is an internal audit and what is an external audit. Are you ready? Let's begin. So before we dive into the specifics of each step, it's important to understand the difference between an external and internal security audit. An external security audit has incredible value for companies, but it's prohibitively expensive for smaller businesses and still relies heavily on the cooperation and coordination of internal IT security teams. See, to carry out an audit, it really requires a lot of money, and it really requires a lot of time and expertise. So it's very difficult and it's expensive for smaller businesses to carry out external audits. Still, there's a reason why larger organizations rely on external audits and why financial institutions are required to have external audits. On top of the audits and assessments done by the internal teams, these companies generally depend on external audits for more security. External audits are performed by a seasoned professionals who have all the appropriate tools and software to conduct a thorough audit, assuming they receive the prerequisite data and direction. Because they are conducted by people outside the business, it also ensures that no business unit is overlooked due to internal biases. So sometimes, when there is an internal audit, the company staff generally overlooks some of the few areas, because those areas in their favors or something. Any controversies can happen between an internal audit. But when you do an external audit, carry out an external audit, there is no biasing. The auditors just do their job. They are disinterested with respect to their job. So auditors have the advantage of understanding all security protocols and are trained to spot flaws in both physical and digital systems. Despite the benefits, many IT and security professionals opt for internal security audits due to their speed, cost, efficiency, and consistency. Cost and efficiency are two more main important factors when you're considering any audit. With an internal security audit, you can establish a baseline from which you can measure improvement for future audits. As these internal audits are essentially free, minus the time of the commitment, they can be done more frequently. So you don't have to pay any extra charges to external auditors, because when you carry out an external auditor, you have to pay charges to the external auditor as well as the security team who is working for your own organization. So this cost is minimized here. Additionally, gathering and sorting relevant data is simplified because it isn't being distributed to a third party. Another nice perk is that internal security audits cause less disruption to the workflow of the employees. So if you choose to undertake an internal security audit, it's imperative that you educate yourself in the compliance requirements necessary to uphold security protocols. So once you're familiar, you'll have an understanding of where you should be looking, and that means you are ready to begin your internal security audit. So many audit committees and boards have set an expectation for internal audit to understand and assess the organization's capabilities in managing the associated risk. So primary means to demonstrate and structure roles, responsibilities, and accountabilities for decision making is an example part of internal audit. In the next video, we will see how an internal audit is carried out. Please don't miss the next video. It is very important. Pay your full attention, as this is a major important part of a course, that how a security audit is performed, how an organization prevents its attack, and what are the steps in those.